Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you like puzzles or if you'd like to see me struggle to solve one and have a laugh at my expense, then you're at the right address. So please like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be trying my hand at Family Tables by BremSter. If you'd like to give it a go, there will be a link in the description below. If you do, please let me know how you fared and what you thought. This is my last video in the Sudokétudes Series 9. If you'd like to watch them from the start, you can find them on the channel. There's definitely going to be a playlist as well. Right, let's read the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 to 9 in each row, column, and box without repetition. Parity lines. Digits on the gray lines. This is peach, right? Or salmon or something. In any case, on these lines, alternate between odd and even numbers, which means that as we go along any of those lines, we go even, odd, or odd, even, odd, even. That's it. Sip of tea. Reset the time. Well, the thing with those is that we don't know what the order is, but we know that if we divide the numbers 1 to 9 into two sets, so odd and even, to no one's surprise, we know that every other digit on any line are from one set. So we can use a color to indicate that. And the others are going to be of the other set, right? Now we don't know which is which still, but we do know that we have 3 of one set, say in column number 5. We already have 3 of this, and we have 2 of the other, which doesn't help me very much here, does it? Right, I should have started here, I think. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What we know here is that we have 2 of, well, let's use different colors. We know that on this line, we have 2 of each, right? Now, we still don't know which is which, but we do know that we have 2 of each. Now, between 1 and 9, you won't be surprised to know that there are 4 even numbers, 2, 4, 6, and 8, and 5 odd numbers. So if we have two even numbers here, plus these 2 even numbers, it means that in column number 6, everything else has to be odd. So all of these are odd. So now we know that blue is odd. Right. Blue is odd. So I can pencil mark it. And this is even. Now all of that is not completely correct, right? Because I didn't really look at the other digits, but you get the gist. Right. Does that help? Do I know what that is now? I don't. Do I? No, I don't. Right. There's still one even here, and the others are all odd. But that doesn't help me very much, does it? It doesn't really. Well, I know that one of these is a 2, right? In box number 3, because these can't be 2. So now I know that there's a 2 here, though I'm not sure how that helps. I'm not sure how that helps. Hmm. How do we continue from here? How do we continue from here? Well, of course, these are red and that's green, but that's still not really helping, is it? Well, no, not really. I know that these are one of each, but how? I could have told you that without. Excuse me. I could have told you that without looking at all of those, right? As in, those are all one of each, and we're missing one odd, so these would have to be one odd and one even. But how is that useful? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, where is 6 in column number 5? No. Well, I mean, yeah, but that's. I was looking at box number 2 and noticed that these aren't 6, but there's no 6 here either. So one of these have to be 6. Okay, I am going to pencil mark that, even though it goes against the rule that we set in previous videos about only pencil marking 2 at the same time. But that's because now I'm not really looking into just where the 6 is. I'm looking at all of the odd digits, even digits in this particular case. I'm going to take a sip of tea because I have something in my throat and I can't think because I think from my throat. No, because I'm distracted. Anyway, so there is a 6 here, which means that this isn't 6. But more importantly, it means that this one is not even anymore because we have the 6 here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, did that help me? Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. So what else do I know? 6. 6, 6, 6. No, we can't have 6 in any of these. 6, no, it was the only place. So this one of those is even then, 6, and the other two are odd. But is there a relationship here? Doesn't look like it, but that means that I have two even here. Ah, hold on. I have 2 even in column 4 in box 2, right? So I have 1, 2. I need 2 even here. At maximum, I can have 1 there, right? Because I already have two even here. And even if this one was even, I can only have 1 because I've had 3 already. Of course, if it's 4, then I can have 0. That wouldn't, well, so I can have 1. I have 2 here, and that's a 3. There's a fly in the ointment here. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's fine. I can have just 1. So how do I continue? How do I continue? One of these is a 6, right? Can't have a 6 there anymore, and there's no 6 in column 5. This one can't be 6. So one of these two is a 6. Right. um, yeah, that's not getting me far, is it? So I was thinking, where is 8? I do need 8 in column 6, right? This can't be 8. But then this one can't be 8 either, right? If this one is 8, then this is 6, and that doesn't work. So I do have 2 places for 8, which is fine, I guess. Right? One of these have to be an 8, yeah, sure. Depending on which one is a 6. If this one is 6, then this one is an 8. If this one is 6, this one is 8. It's kind of obvious. Right, more T. This one isn't 5. This one isn't 2 or 4. Does that help? This one isn't 2 or 4. Does that help? Doesn't look like it, does it? It's interesting. There are lots of odd digits here, but not enough to. This isn't 7. Not enough to say not be able to fill these, right? And this one could be 1, 3 if it's odd. And this one could be 5, 7 again if it's odd. That's fine, right? I think so. I think so. What am I missing here? Well, quite a few things, right? 2, but there are enough places. 9, enough places as well. I am confused. 3 in box number 6, there are 3 places, unfortunately. There is no relationship between these, right? None that I can see in any case. There are 2 even. Even if this was even, we wouldn't need any even here, right? Right? Those 3 could be odd. Or does that miss anything? Maybe I should color these as well. That would help, might help at least. I hope that having 2 color schemes is not confusing. It was just to look at these. We don't, the blue and yellow are the main, we know what they are. Oh, and I did it anyway. Oh, that's very smart. That's very smart. Right. So blue and yellow are the main color code, but this one is just to have a look at those. Does it help to look at these? It might help, but I don't know how. It might help. So these are all the same set. What does that tell me? What does that tell me? Not much, right? Not much. Well, I mean, it does tell me either there are no more even in column 1, or there are no more odds in row 1. But how would I be able to use that? I don't know. I don't know. So if this one is even, then this one has to be 6. Right. This one has to be 6. That's from 2, 4. That's from 4, 6. And that's from, well, 2, 4, 6. That's not really very useful, is it? Doesn't look like it. What do I know? What do I know? I'm stumped. I don't know what to do next. One of these is 2. That doesn't really help me. 2, 4, 8, right? Those are 3 complete. So what? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? One of these is 4. It's very useful now. Not very useful. I'm missing a 6 or an 8 in column 9. Does that help? Not really, right? Then this could be 6 still. This could be 8. Seems like it. In any case, it seems like. 3 of the same. Again, I don't know what I'm doing because there's no connection between these. I'm missing something. Obviously I am, but what? Well, I know that this one is red. Let's not start mixing like that. I know that this one is red because whatever that one is, this has to be the other, right? We have now 3 even and 4 odd in box number 5. So we're missing 1 odd and 1 even. Not very useful. Not very useful. Do I need an odd here? Do I need an odd? Oh, I do probably. Hold on. If all of these are even, sorry. Do I need an even here? If all of these are odd, this would be even, right? But if all of these are odd, and these would be odd as well, these would be odd, and all of these would be odd. Wow. Really? I mean, yeah, really. These are all the same set. These 3 are these 3. So those are 2 even, 2 odd and 1 even, because we already have the 6 here. So if there is an even here, it means that this one can't be even. This is odd, and that helps because now I know that green has to be even and red is odd. That helps a lot. So now this isn't a 6, that's a 6, which means that that's an 8. Right. This becomes a 2. This becomes a 4, an 8. Still need a 2. Right. Right. Do I need pencil marking here? Not sure if it's useful. No, this one is 2, 4. This might be useful. Ah, but I can't have 2 here. I can't have 2, so this becomes a 4. Now I know that there is a 2 there. That's a 4, then that's not a 4. And I do need a 4 here. All right. That's the 4, that's the opposite to that 6. That's fine, right? Okay, so how do I continue? How do I continue? I need a 6 here now. Sure. I need a 2, but that could be anywhere here. I only have 1 6. Right. I can't have 4, I can't have 8, and I can't have 2 there. I can only have 6. So these can't be even, because then I don't have enough digits to fill in, right? One of them could be 6 and the other one, no idea. So this one has to be the 6, and it's, so this becomes yellow as well, and these are blue. Right, and this one is from 4, 8 then. This one is from 4, 8. Right, and I do need, well, this is the only place where I can have 4 now, so it's not from 4, 8, it's 4. I do need an 8, it has to be there since this one can't be 8, right? So we're getting somewhere. Now why am I still coloring? Because it's much easier. You can at a glance see how many you filled in of each set in every row, column, and box. That is, of course, if you can pencil mark, if you can color it and pencil mark better than me, and not just mix and match haphazard. But assuming that, it should be okay. Now we have all the 4 even digits in column 8, so this one has to be odd, for what it's worth. For what it's worth. No, let's pencil mark these 8. At least the ones that are oh, maybe I should pencil mark them all. I think I should, because this one isn't 1, 3, 7, or 5, so this one has to be 9. Has to be 9. This becomes a 7. I'm still missing a 1 and a 3. So this one isn't 1 or 3 anymore, since we have 2 cells with 1 and 3. So 1 is 1 and 1 is 3. So we don't know which, but we know that 1 and 3 are used up in column number 9. This one, of course, isn't a 7 anymore. It's a 5. That's a 7. This becomes a 1. This becomes a 1. That's not a 1 anymore. What else? Well, now we have 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 in column 7. Both of these have to be even. Both of these have to be even. This one is 6, 8, because it can't be 2 or 4. Now we have 2 6, 8s, so this one has to be 2. Right. Which means that the last cell in box 6 has to be odd, and it's from 1, 3, 9. It's not 1 or 3, since we've already seen that we've used them up in column 9. So that's a 9. And these aren't 9 anymore. They're 1 and 3. Right, so what am I still missing in column 8? I'm missing a 2 and a 9. We don't know which is which, but I am missing 2 and 9. Right. Right, I do need something from 6, 8 here and a 5. That doesn't really help me, does it? Okay. And in row 6, I'm still missing a 2 and a 3. 2 and a 3. Again, not resolved. Right, another sip of tea. What is this? That's 5 or 7. That's 5, 7, 9. Well, we look at this row, or this, well, row 2, but on this line. Now these are 4 consecutive digits, which means that they have 2 odd and 2 even in them. In some order, we don't know which still, but there are 2 odd and 2 even. So 2 even, 3, 4 even in row number 2, which means that both of these are odd. Both are interesting, but this one is very interesting because now we know that all of these are odd and these are even. Brilliant. So this one becomes the 6. These are not 6, these are odd. And if this one is odd, then these are odd. So are these. And all of those are even. Excellent. So these are from 4, 8. This one can't be 4, so it's an 8. That's a 4. That's from 6, 8. What else? What else? These are from 6, 8 as well, since we've used up the 2 and 4 in row 4, so that's a 6. That's an 8. And I still need a 4 since the 2 is already used up somewhere. 4, right. Okay, so now we know that that's an 8. This becomes a 6. And both of these are from 2, 4, since 6 and 8 are gone. This one can't be 4, so that's 2, that's 4, that's 6. This becomes a 3, this becomes a 2. Both of these are odd. I still need 2 even here. So this one becomes odd. Odd. Still need an even, so it's there. This becomes an odd. And did I have them all? No, not yet, but I should have them all. I should have it all. Right. So now we can start completing it. This is a 2. That's wrong. Brilliant. It's the other way around. See, I told you it's easy when you know how to color, and when you don't, like me, it could be counterproductive. Right, so that's a 2. That's a 4. That's a 2. This is not a 2. Are we done with the even? No, we're not. 8, 6. This one has to be 2. This one is a 9, so that's 1 and 8, and the last one is a 5. Right, now we can look at the odd and the odd. These are from 135. These are from 135. These are from 139. Right, this one isn't 1. I should do that as a pencil mark. It's not 3 either, right? So we get a 9. Now one of these have to be a 9. Okay. One of these has, what am I still missing in box number 7? I'm missing a 3, right? A 3 and a 5, right? So this one isn't 3 or 5, it's 7, 9. This would have to be the other 7, 9. So this one isn't 9, which makes sense. It makes sense. Here I need a 157, right? In box 4, 157. This one isn't 7 though. It isn't 7. This one isn't 1. Okay. This one is, oh, this one isn't 3. 5, 3. That helps. This one isn't 5. Now we need a 5 in one of these, so these aren't 5. These are 7 and 9, which means that this one has to be 5. Right. What am I missing here? A 1 and a 7. Can't have 7 in row 2 anymore because there is a 7. So this becomes a 1. This becomes a 7. That's a 5. That's 1. That helps. Now we have here a 9 and a 5. This one can't be 5, so it's 9. That's 5, and I'm still missing a 3 and a 7. So this one has to be 7. That one is a 3. This one isn't 3 anymore. And this one isn't 7. 1, 5, and 9. It's not 5 either. That's from 1, 9. It can't be 1 because of this one there. 9, 1, and I'm still missing a 3. Right. The 9 eliminates the 9 from this cell, so it becomes a 7. That's a 9. That's a 7. That's a 9. The last one is a 3 and a 1. How is that not resolved? Well, it isn't. Because this has to be 1, this has to be 5, 7, 3, 5, 3, 1. Right. Nice. Now, just for the form, we're going to, oops, not what I wanted to do. We're going to delete the colors. It's prettier with the colors, isn't it? Well, let's check it. Moment of truth. Yay. Well, that was quite nice. It had some challenging bits and pieces to figure out, right? But all in all, it's quite educational and lots of fun to solve. I hope that you enjoyed it as well. If you did, please like and subscribe. Maybe share. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.